Good afternoon, traders. Welcome to NinjaTrader Live. I'm Tracy Shuchart, senior economist, and here's what happened while we were away. The yen slid to its weakest level against the dollar since 1986, a milestone that'll generate unease in Japan and put traders on high alert for authorities wading into the market. The currency depreciated as much as 0.1% to touch 61.96 versus the dollar. We had a foreign exchange trader at Monex said that intervention is right around the corner if we don't see a quick correction. So just be aware of where we are if you are trading the yen right now and a risk of intervention. As the second half of the year is approaching, equity financing costs have soared near levels resembling pressures typically seen around the end of the year. This is due to a series of blockbuster share offerings, including the record-breaking listing of SpaceX, rising stock market valuations, massive growth in leveraged exchange ETFs, which we keep talking about, that have contributed to the surge in costs. What this means is that changes in financing conditions in the U.S. equity market can reshape how balance sheet capacity is allocated across markets, meaning tighter financing constrain leverage and balance sheet capacity, while easier conditions release cash into the market. These conditions can, in turn, affect the Federal Reserve's balance sheet choices and guide Treasury's short-term debt issuance and shape how banks deploy liquidity. So if this funding stress continues higher in equities, dealers potentially shift balance sheet from fixed income into equities. The long short of this is U.S. equity financing needs have been building up and risk crowding out capacity in the bank dealer's balance sheet, which in turn could boost short-term interest rates, which the Fed will not like very much, so keep an eye on that. Alphabet made its debut officially today on the Dow Jones, replacing Verizon and adding a symbolic blue chip designation. Is up 4% today. That said, overall, Alphabet is still tracking for its worst month since February of last year, with 6 of the past 7 weeks in the red. But it's shine today on the Dow. Oil prices. Okay, I keep talking about this. I talked about this morning, that we are not out of the woods yet with oil prices near pre-war levels. Persistent supply risks could spark a rebound. And I know I keep talking about this, but here are another couple out there today talking about it. We had Nikos, the managing director from Tufton Investment Management, said that many shipping companies remain wary of sending vessels through the key energy choke points, citing uncertainty over the framework, lingering concerns over sea mines, and elevated war risk insurance premiums. He said even though there is more motion going on in general, we're nowhere near back to being where it was. Amarita Sen, who I actually spent time with when I was in Saudi Arabia, said markets may be underestimating how far shipping conditions remain from pre-war norm, while vessels that have been trapped are now transiting the strait. She said the bigger challenge is persuading shippers to send vessels back in, and shipping costs are incredibly high right now, and you can't find enough shippers willing to go back out there. So again, I'm not the only one out here saying, watch out, we may see a rebound in oil this summer and perhaps even into the fall quarter. And we have Rocket Lab said that it's going to acquire satellite communications provider Iridium Communications in a stock and cash deal valued at about $8 billion, marking one of the largest consolidation moves in commercial space history. Rocket Lab shares jumped 9%, while Iridium shares more than doubled in value this year, soared about another 20% on that. Last but not least, we do have the WASDE report out tomorrow. Ahead of this, corn has tumbled as traders look past potential crop stress from the building heat dome. I guess that's what they're calling it, to the WASDE report due out tomorrow. That's expected to show the largest American stockpile since 1988. 8. The agency is set to publish quarterly stocks data, along with, of course, that annual acreage data showing how much farmers were able to plant in the spring. And that is all that I have for you today. I will now pass it to Jim for an Edge report.
Good afternoon, traders. Before we get to the good stuff, let's just do a summary here. Year on date of the stock index futures. The Russell 2000, the mighty Russell, small caps are the winner chicken dinner, up 20.66%. The NASDAQ up 17.44%. And we have a dog race here for third place between the Dow and the E-mini S&P. 8.76 to the Dow and 8.56 for the E-mini S&P. That is your pretty close to the mid-year performance, which is a pretty good performance no matter which one you're looking at, to be honest with you. But that's where we're at so far. Let's kind of go talk about gold right now. Gold, we have we have the pyramid structure, but I'm going to call the descending triangle, right? Since these highs that we saw here back in March 6th, the week of March 6th, this is a descending triangle here. And we have a kind of a nice base to think about. We had these lows all the way back here in October last year. We're talking just, I don't know, a little bit south of 4,000, 3980-ish, give or take. And so it's coming to a point here. So looking like a breakout to the downside, but you never know with the descending triangles. I know the book says one thing, but I've seen a breakout either way. A breakout is forming, I guess I would say. Committed traders, not a lot of change on the COT. Large specs are still pretty long here at 181,000 net long positions, and the hedgers are a net short. So it hasn't changed that much actually, week over week. So it doesn't really help us that much, but it's worth noting anyway. Let's shoot over to the daily chart here for gold. Again, we have let me just open this up a little bit more so we could see it a little bit better. We have an equal and opposite and then some. We might even have a bearish engulfing. Let's kind of study this a little closely here. We do. This is called a bearish engulfing. The body of the candle is red. It's bigger than the previous body of the candle, which was green. Almost an equal and opposite, but this is looking heavy right now. Now, the one thing's interesting is we have two higher lows so far, but still, this is a pretty big sell-off here. And I am tracking that 39.83 level. That's a PAX line. I'm going to keep that in there. Our next swing low target here is 39 even. Around it, it's really 39.01, but that's the October 2025 swing lows. We talked about this morning here, but today, it has not been very fortunate here for gold. Let's take a peek here on an intraday chart and see what we're looking at here. Whoa, look at that guy. All right, so we've kind of lost VWAP in the rear view mirror a long time ago. Steadily started trading below it at 4:30 to 5 o'clock this morning. The U.S. initial balance was okay. I mean, we have this kind of weird wick here that we remember that all the markets had this weird wick here between the 10 and 10:30 candle, news-driven news bomb there. We ended up settling at a really decent point of control right now, around 40.38. Give or take a couple of ticks right now. And S1 is kind of holding a support here. That's part of the daily pivot study. I don't expect a breakdown to the downside, but if we do get one, there's that put support at 4,000, and that's a nice, even psychological level and lines up nicely with previous sessions lows. So there's a couple of areas of interest down there. Below that, well, really S2 would be the next pivot study. That's the next area of interest, 39.57 spot 5. This thing turns around, we still have to conquer VWAP. That's that white line there tracking 40.55 spot 5. But then we have, the London initial balance. And then other than this first candle, I'm not going to count this first candle. Don't tell anybody I said that. We have literally London IB high at 40.83 spot 2. So that would be a target on the upside should this turn around for whatever reason. But my guess is it's going to take some sort of news, I'll call it a news bomb, to happen right now. It's just pretty heavy right now. This market's very, very bearish right now. Let's go to the E-mini S&P really quickly here. We'll just look at the intraday chart before we get over to the main event here. and trade the close. Right now, we're kind of like angling up here. So we took out, this is kind of important. We took out that 0 DTE call resistance level, right? It was resistance for for an hour plus. 74.75 is the number there. It corresponded with that Mentor Q 1-day min. I'm a super fan of that. And we do have some new stuff coming out of Mentor Q, by the way. I'll start talking more about that later. We broke out of that IB high here. We have a IB break to the top side, not to the bottom side, a double break. Doubt we're going to see a double break today, so it's a single break. Right now, we're kind of slowing our roll a little bit, and we're kind of paused at that blind spot again, Mentor Q level 74.95-ish, give or take a couple of ticks. If we do claw our way higher, now that we're in positive gamma, I'm looking at that R2 at 55.06 is a very strong possibility. And look at nothing but empty sky above here. So we'll see if we can eke out a few more points here to get to that R2. Right now, everything's kind of a pause in the E-mini S&P, but something could happen this afternoon, and that's why we are ready to trade the close. We have Joey, Jack, and Nick for a tick with us today. Three very young, experienced, capable traders with us. Good afternoon, everybody.
Yo, yo.
Hey.
Hey, Jim.
Everybody keeping cool this weekend? Is it super hot where you're at?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it's pretty warm. Pretty warm in the 90s today.
Yeah, same here. It's been a heat wave. Look at my hair, what's left of it. It's crazy.
I have to keep a hat on or else I get sunburned.
You got Joey beat, so
Yeah, but Joey looks great, by the way, without a hat. Anyway, no one's got Nick beat though. Nick's got some nice hair there, I must admit. So anyway, I don't want to start a bromance right now. Let's go around. What are you guys thinking? Joey, you go first.
NASDAQ is clawing higher. Ever since we set on that low a day down there, we've not looked back. We did break the IB high, like you had mentioned earlier. We were just clawing higher. We have the IB extension level up there at 30,122. So it looks like we're trying to claw our way up to those extension levels. And I mean, for today, I would expect just we either consolidate up here or maybe go see some higher pricing. It's longs for me. I don't really anticipate, much selling to come in. Maybe we come back down and retest IB high. That might be a good long opportunity to take the NASDAQ. So just waiting to see what happens if we get to the extension level first or back to the IB high.
Yeah, that 30,000 level is gamma galore up there. Yeah. It's perfectly set. So I'm not surprised we're paused, figuring out what to do next. But anything's possible. Nick, what are you thinking, man?
Yeah, not a whole lot. I mean, if anyone was hanging out with Stowe and I last night, we kind of talked about this exact scenario, which is it's a holiday week. The World Cup knockout rounds are on. I just don't know how chaotic and crazy it may get here across these markets. We came down basically to last week's value area low, the week open sitting right there. And we had talked last night about if there was any trade I wanted to make this week, it was basically just playing this like 1,000-point-ish balance that we've kind of been in, at least the bottom section of it between these like three overlapping profiles. Then you have these three, I guess 3.5 overlapping up here. So if we get acceptance kind of a little bit higher here, we enter into kind of this other distribution at the all-time highs, basically between kind of the 30,300s all the way up to, 31K. So for me, this is kind of the patiently sit hands off, possible reoffer could come in here. If not, I would want to see if sellers step back into this tape about maybe 100 points higher from here. Otherwise, yeah, play the edges. That's how I'm leaning this week, is now we're heading to the top edge of the range that I kind of would be looking to see if any sellers show back up.
Yeah, that upper distribution is looking tempting.
It kind of is. It might get a little thin and spicy here. And if we get any build above like 120, it's probably going to accept up there, I would imagine.
All right. Awesome. Jack, what are you thinking, man?
Oh man, I got some bids high and tight up here for the NQs and the ES 89.50. I got a bid for MES, and I'm short gold, but man, I've been in it. I took a nice short in the morning, covered it, and this has been my second entry for gold, and we really haven't gone anywhere since I've gotten in it. But I still am a believer that market is going lower. I've tightened my stop above the most recent high, and then I got a limit right now at 29,000. 929 area for the NQ, which would be a little bit different of a trade. It's a little bit of a lower of a level than the ES would be. So I don't know if we'll get all the way down there. Obviously, if we get a pullback, the ES would fill before the NQ because it's just closer to where we're currently trading relative to the range. And then same thing with MCL. Over the weekend, I got some more of my automation done, and this is a scanner I built that kind of measures the market in what percent of the day it's trending, which I freaking love this thing. So some of the currencies of really, the 6E right here, you can see has been, according to my calculations, 86% of the day has been in a bull trend. Same thing with 6B. Obviously, those are very correlated to the dollar, and so they're going to be very similar. And then the most bearish thing that I have today is GC. So, and that's the market I'm short. Indexes are on, trending more up than they are down. Obviously, just take a look at the chart. But this is a really easy way to help me kind of filter out the markets. Once again, just going through my filtration process, adding things to help me automate my market selection and then apply that. So I'm excited to use that. If you guys missed my Trade Your Edge segment, I did drop some free code on that, which is this yellow bar at the top of my screen last week, which just tells you what the range is. That's the stop size I'm using on any given trade when I'm trading a 5-minute chart. So my stops are automated based on this number. And so I talked about that last week. If you missed it, go back and take a look at it. But that's what I got right now.
Awesome stuff. On the percentage change bars that you were just showing a second ago, does that calculate a certain time frame, green bars versus red bars, and then put the math to it to say, all right, this is how long we've been bullish, this is how long we've been bearish, or
Yep.
more? Okay.
Yep. So what it is it's a trend scan I run on three continuous time frame or 3 time frames simultaneously. So it has to be trending on a 5:30 an hourly chart. It has to be above a certain threshold, and then that is the percentage of the day. So I have it set for, this is the RTH session, and then this is for the full 24-hour session. So this is, they're going to look different because I'm measuring different times, but this is from the open, what we've been trading, and then this is over the last since 6 o'clock last night. So the most bullish that I have here is going to be the ES actually over the last 24 hours. And still the most bearish is, well, one, you have the 6J, gold and copper, but really just easy way for me to be like, hey, what's moving up? What's moving down? Okay, pick an entry. And yeah, it measures 3 different time frames and then tells me the percent of the day it's been trending on that time frame according to my inputs.
Super awesome, man. That's pretty cool. Thanks for that. Before I dip in the chat, I want to remind everybody, special event Wednesday, 1 p.m. East Coast time for a full hour. We have the pleasure of having Larry Williams with us, the legendary Larry Williams with us on the show. We're going to go a full hour. There he is. Talked to him last week. He's pumped up, ready to go, sharp as ever. Healthy as ever. It's going to be a fantastic event. If you have some questions, he will take questions at the end. He's got a presentation. We're going to talk all sorts of things, including gold, including some seasonal stuff as well. So that's Wednesday, 1 o'clock. So it's going to be a super special event. All right.
Let's go.
Yes, I'm pumped up. But before we, one last thing too, if Jordan, if one of you guys could explain to Jordan what IB means, I mentioned it in the Edge report. I'd appreciate that. So having said that, guys, I wish you guys the best of all possible luck. I'm going to dip into the chat.
Later.
Thanks, Jim. All right. Jordan, I'll answer your question. IB is initial balance. It's the first hour of the session. So take the New York session here. It is the first hour of the New York session. So whatever time zone you're in, obviously, market opens for me at 8:30 Central Time. So the first hour for me would be 8:30 to 9:30. But if you're Eastern, 9:30 to 10:30, just whatever time zone you're in. It's the first hour of the New York session. In that time frame, you have a high and a low of the initial balance, right? So actually, on my chart here, you'll see a blue shaded area here. That marks the first hour of the session. And inside that first hour, you have a high and you have a low here, right? And that's marked out by the green line there for IB high and red line there for IB low. Once that first hour is set, right? Once we get past the first hour, these lines don't change. right? That remains the IB high and IB low for the remainder of the day, no matter where price is. So you can see that price navigated outside of the IB range for IB high, but IB high stayed the same, right? Because again, we're after that first hour. So that would classify that as an IB breakout. This would be a single break on the day right now. Jim had mentioned earlier that we had a single break. Probably won't get a double break. A double break would be like we would break out of IB high and then go break out of IB low. But with how big the range is, where we are, how price is, that's likely not going to happen. So we just have a single break to the upside on the IB. Hopefully that answered your question. And you
Hey,
can also get into like the weeds too. Like, I mean, you have like IB high, IB low, you have IB mid, you have 25% and 75%. You also have extension levels to the upside as well, right? Extension levels to the downside. You can get into the weeds on levels and entries and how price interacts there.
Jordan, I didn't. That was Joey who just explained initial balance. So you can thank
Jordan, you're
Joey.
welcome.
I much as I appreciate any praise from the chat, I did absolutely nothing. I literally was staring into the void at another chart.
Yeah, OG, I'm messaging you in the YouTube. But yeah, check your spam. I mean, it gets delivered, but sometimes it gets delivered as spam. So just check your spam folder for an email from Startup Trading, is where the email would come from.
It reminds you of the orb. Yeah. So like the concepts on like how people trade IB and orb are very, very similar. Obviously they are two different concepts, right? I mean, the thing with orb, this is what I've noticed is there are traders, it can vary from like trader to trader, right? So one trader might trade the 15-minute orb, which is, I would argue, the most popular. I've seen people trade 5-minute, like 30-second, or like the orb, it changes from trader to trader, right? So IB never changes. It's always the first hour, no matter what. But the concepts on how you trade the IB and orb are pretty similar.
Okay, Thehan, so you did get it, yeah, because I know people got it, so you didn't get it probably in the spam. It's just the problem with emails these days. You send an email that's almost everything just goes to spam, unfortunately, unless you're like delivering a personal email. It's just how email automation works.
Fellas, how are y'all today?
I've had a good day.
Yeah.
Yeah. I tell you what, though, oh my gosh, getting long that after that reversal, I actually had longs like early in the morning, that first run up the indexes, caught some of that. And then that's after that big sweeping move down, it was hard for me to get long. The only thing I got long was the Dow on that move up. I did have one entry like 30 minutes ago in the NQ, hit my first target, and then we just started going sideways and I took it off. But that reversal higher, of course, was swift and fast, and I have not been able to really capture anything in the indexes since that point. But
yeah, that was a fast one. We rallied and rallied hard.
yes, I will deliver to your house in a thumb drive for $9.99. But you have to live within walking distance of me.
I would say that, or you have to pay for travel too.
Yeah. and time.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just got long the oil market here, but it is moving against me. I think it just kind of spilled out of highs, so we might get a deeper pullback there.
Yes.
My stop's 51.
Oh,
yeah, there you go. Look, it just got stopped.
I've been staring at screens too long.
I feel you.
This is just a filthy afternoon grind up on top of it. Yeah, Joey, it looks a lot worse on your 5-minute chart or whatever you've got there.
It looks bad. Yeah, it really does.
That just looks like all the fun off the open, and then everybody left the room.
Yeah.
And it's just algos doing algo things.
Yeah, that 5 minutes looking pretty gross.
Yeah, that was about as clean of a retest off. Like that is like almost to the tick of the week open. and then just gone. So if you just blindly bought the week open off that push down, you probably had a good day.
Yeah. All right, Nick, serious question, bro.
What's up?
Is Fable 5 coming back?
Probably.
Okay.
With guardrails.
I mean, the guardrails are already there. I just think the U.S. government wanted assurances and, a bunch of other stuff and a backdoor and God only knows what else.
All right. So explain the difference between Fable 5 and what we have right now to me, like I'm in 5.
I mean, I don't know the full logic behind the model. It's just a much more intelligent, powerful, reasoning level model. I mean, all of them tend to get dumbed down over time. Like it just whatever it is. But Fable is the only thing that felt like the models that when I first started doing this, like how powerful it kind of was, where you're just able to kind of one shot things. That doesn't mean it was good, but it just was like the hallucinations weren't really there. I don't know. It just reminded me of when I first started really kind of getting the hang of orchestrating. Like that was like the power for the few days, and it just kind of ripped apart my swing model that I was starting to build, and I haven't touched it since because we started breaking it down. Haven't been able to go back to it since, but it poked some holes in some of my logic and back testing and stuff for trading. And I was like, okay, fair enough. Like that's actually a good idea.
Okay.
So where the others were just like encouraging me to go down the wrong rabbit hole.
Got it.
Versus like Fable was telling me like, this is why you're wrong.
Okay.
So
But have you seen the movie iRobot?
Yes.
Is that where we're headed?
It's probably worse than that, man. It's probably worse than that. And there's probably a really bad recession in between there for two reasons. Either the average person forgets how to think and it becomes more idiocracy, where just the level of like literally, I mean, you already see it. Just a, hey, Grok, is this true? Like it's that shit. That's just like, we're already heading down that path where the average person just stops using their brain. There's so much slop on LinkedIn. Like God only knows why I'm still on LinkedIn, but I am probably because I still hold on to a grasp of doing an engagement or two a year with my old world in some capacity. So I still actively read things randomly on there, but the level of LinkedIn slop of people talking about how they're helping companies build AI slop, and then they're using AI to write the post. And I just want to be, I really wish my end goal, I think, in life and being a trader is to hit a zero DTE lotto to the point where I can just be an absolute menace on LinkedIn going forward. Like that's my end goal. I just want to be somebody that is is a reply guy on LinkedIn, just to throw shade back at people posting things. Like the one that's, answering emails.
Come on, you got bigger dreams than that.
Nope, Jack, that is my end goal. I want to be a menace on LinkedIn.
Are you going to be the menace, or are you going to let your bot be the menace?
I mean, at this the trajectory we're going, I would just have a very good coded Nick LinkedIn bot. But yes, dream bigger, as Jack is telling me. But no, it's not good. I think you go down that rabbit hole with people just are gonna just out doing every task to it, and eventually, I think a lot more white collar jobs will be eliminated. But I think we're a ways away because what I'm seeing from companies as far as their output is pretty bad thus far, and how they're utilizing it, and they're just throwing money at it without creativity of how it could actually solve them. And I think people are going to navigate back to certain solutions to run their business versus trying to completely build it on your own when you don't have anybody smart enough to actually do it the right way. So it's a weird cycle we're kind of in. But yeah, there's probably an apocalyptic thing there, or a 1920s level unemployment thing somewhere in there, because it's illuminated a lot.
Kind of seems like iRobot is kind of turning into a prediction movie.
Yeah, somewhere between that, Terminator, and Idiocracy is where we're going to end up. Merge all three of those together, and that's probably it. Sorry, I was not reading the chat as I was in a classic Nick AI rant. I'm just going to go back.
Oh man.
Who knew we get corporate AI criticism on a trading channel? The problem is I'm still somewhat involved in that world. So I just see it every day. Like that's the level of I don't even know the right word to use anymore, but there's just it's such a brain, like the same people go to the same companies and just bring the same kind of crap and logic and implementations of processes, and nothing ever changes, and nobody actually thinks creatively anymore. So I don't know. Back to trading. Joey asked, don't blame me.
I did.
Joey asked the question.
I did start this shot. That's my bad.
Joey got me going, and here we are.
Well, when the market's doing what it's doing, it's good to have conversation.
Yep. Yeah, Jeff, I think you're probably on the right path. I would imagine there's going to be a weird shift, I would imagine, when like most of our parents, so the three of us, probably in this, the kind of middle tier millennials at this point. We're not the oldest millennials, but we're in there. When our parents are like truly all out of the workforce is when I think that shift officially takes hold, when all the boomers are like no longer working. And then what jobs are left, I don't exactly know at that point. It might get weird.
No jobs.
So learn a trade.
We're all just on supplemental government provided income.
Yes. But that's why it just makes sense to be like Jack. You don't even need no real job interview, just completely on his own, no real job, just kind of, found his way into, doing this. Maybe that's what it's all about. Just finding other skill sets and careers that can actually make you money these days. Yeah. But everybody in Gen Z apparently just wants to be an influencer. So, and from what I've done with some of the AI video models, that career is dead too. Because that's a pretty disgusting world that can now be completely created with a prompt too. So who needs influencers anymore when I could have somebody do a product promotion on Instagram, vertical style video in 30 seconds for a few credits? What a dystopian world we're moving towards.
Yo, Carl. So for me, I look at different, like many time frames. I'll look at 5 minute, 15, 30 hour, but as far as executing trades goes, I usually execute off the 5 minute time frame.
Nick spreading fear. No, guys, I just have puts, clearly. No, I'm just very close to this things, and I guess I think some things it's just going to get weird. That's probably the best way I feel like I can describe it at this point. We'll be fine. It always works out.
In oil here, so we have this yellow code, this yellow barcode. It's a code I actually dropped for free. I don't know if they have it in the link in the bio yet, but this is an ATR expansion down and then an immediate one back up. That's usually a pretty good sign for me. If I'm in, we expand down, we fail to continue, and then we expand back up. So we'll see. It could just be volatility increase in general, but that's something I typically like to see after entering. But we're still shaking around, but right here in CL. CL is actually probably the only thing actually moving right now. The indexes are very slow as they hang out up on highs.
Yeah, not much happening.
Yeah, I had an order at 88.5. I actually just moved it down to 87 just because this is such a tight range. I was looking for maybe a little bit more of a wash before moving higher, so I just moved it back to the beginning of the last leg up here at whatever time that was, 1:30. But yeah, currently short gold, long oil with limits and all of the indexes except the Russell. But we're not close to those entries yet. I'll let you know if we get close to my entries. You can see the one on the screen there at 87 in the ES. My NQ order is 929.5 right now. Just waiting. Might not come into the last hour or half hour. at this rate. So I'll be twiddling thumbs.
NASDAQ trying to get another leg going higher here. Slow grind.
Yeah, that is just going to be begin going sideways for like a half an hour, 45 minutes there in the NQ.
Yeah.
I got a limit in the YM2 at 575. So trying to get along something in the indexes.
NASDAQ looks pretty good to go test that extension level on the IB there at 122-ish. 122.75. Oops.
Yeah, if we continue to move like this, I might have to go back to trading some currencies. Anybody here trade currencies or?
I don't.
Real
No.
slow, but they're trending nice right now with all this movement in the dollar.
Yeah, I have been working on a swing screener thing, like I was saying earlier, and all my currency futures are all pointing bearish.
There you go.
And the on the day trend, yeah, everything in my model that I'm working on is telling me to get short with the trend at various MGI spots that are also being showed on my little dashboard thing. I don't know if that's true, Jack, because I don't actually look at the currencies very often.
I mean, I do when the market's doing what it's doing right now, but I mean, if I got enough trades on at some point, it's like, okay, well, I don't need that much to do. But also, like, I don't know, right now they're kind of like, if I can get in one of those trades where you're just like, you get one entry and you just kind of spend the rest of the day trending, which is like basically what we've done in like the 6E, the 6B here today. I think those entries were a little easier to get than like the NASDAQ one, like, because the indexes this morning, I think that's always a harder trade unless I know that's a specific type of trade sometimes people look for where you get that liquidity sweep. You go down to the 1 minute time frame and then like you catch the IVG right back up. Like, but that's hard to do across multiple assets. If you're looking at one market, you can do that. But
I'm not sure what language you were just speaking there, but there was a lot of words.
Yeah. IFVG, bud. Come on. Inverse fair value gap.
There's a lot of, I know I'm not up on the hip new trading lingo, but I think that's what you were trying to say.
Yeah. Just taking out a prior day's low or like a range low. Like Russell took out prior day's low and didn't catch a bid until it did that. And then, not that we basically retested lows. We literally ticked the overnight low in the NQ. And then it was a hard and fast reversal, and ES went right to it. Whether you want to call it the weekly low or the overnight low, at this point, they're the same thing. Because we're one day in.
Carl says, question, how many trades do you do on an average day these days when trading in here?
Exactly know what that question means.
Well, yeah, I would say like, are you talking about like trading live, like when we're on stream here? And I'd say answer the question like in a broad sense. I mean, it just really depends on market, the context. If there's volatility, if there's setups, kind of take every day by day.
Yeah, I don't take any more or any less trades just because I'm on NinjaTrader.
Yeah.
just to be clear, I don't come on here and decide that I need to take more or need to take less.
I mean, if the market's not doing anything, then there's no trade.
Tracy, Are we still trying to start negotiations? Are we still doing this whatever we want to call this?
This is my theory about the
The peace talk
negotiations.
tape.
The negotiations, guys, I think they're getting paid by the hour. I think they're getting paid a lot by the hour. And so that's why the negotiations keep continuing. It's like a lawyer that like doesn't get paid to solve your case. He's like, oh, we need to do more discovery.
Yep.
And by the way, that's $1,500 an hour.
But my favorite now is just to follow. I'm only following this news now basically through Tracy and what she says on Twitter of all the back and forth. Like that's how I'm getting my news now. It's just Tracy. So on if the Strait is open, if negotiations are going well, when they've stopped, which usually seems to happen like right as cash close happens on Fridays, and then that all negotiations stop, and then usually it's like we're back on the table by Sunday open. So fun stuff. Peace talk tape. Did I trade today? Very, very little. I actually am red. I'm trying to catch the second attempt at getting long around the opening range low and just eventually got ran over. And then I haven't really done much since. I've been doing some other things. Yes, Tracy is in fact my monitoring the situation rep.
And Zar, Nick, I mean, I'll look at it. I really don't often trade it, maybe a few times a year to be completely honest. But it is on my watch list. I wish it was a little more liquid.
Whoa, why is that doing that?
Punchy, I answered you in the chat because I didn't want to talk over other people that were talking. But I answered you in the chat and told you sure.
I feel like we need streamer badges in the chat. I answer people in the chat all the time, and I'm like, they don't know that I'm answering them. I'm like, okay.
Yeah.
Like then they just ask the same question again, like 30 seconds later. I'm like, that's me answering you.
I have a bot that will respond, and people still then say we didn't answer the question. So that's fun too. Doesn't matter. Chat, we love you.
Okay. The question is, are you in any trade position now? Ahmed?
Two of them, I think.
I have a secret for you. There's a position tracker on the screen that shows the positions I'm in at all times.
AI will never replace the chat. So you guys are safe. There may, in fact, be more of you in the future.
Oh, I am definitely convinced we've had AI chatbots in here just saying things that make no sense.
Well, those definitely exist because it wasn't hard to build a bot that can go rogue into people's chats. That's what I learned.
Smart trade. Joe, do you usually wait the first hour before placing your first trade? No, not necessarily. There's times where I'll take some IB mid trades before the first hour is set. So like if I can see like a really strong directional move off the open and we come back down to the current IB mid for within that first hour and we are still, holding, we're seeing more buyers come in on that directional move, I will take the trade long there in that scenario. But also too, I do have other strategies like outside of the initial balance. I have VWAP strategies that I execute from time to time. So not all of my trades are around IB, but once IB is set, majority of them are usually around the IB.
What I do need you guys to do that AI has not yet done is hit the like on the stream. Get that thumbs up.
Yeah.
Unless you've built a bot that just auto likes every show we do.
Mine does, but that's a different story.
Yeah, Nick, that's what you should release right there.
But
That's
it's only one account, so he just can like it once.
yeah.
Yeah,
But
chat, 82 likes with 500 people watching. Oof. That kind
Shat
of
Cap,
hurts.
my bot is just a YouTube chat moderator. It's free. It's a local hosted model, and then a script that I built that basically is just a moderator.
Yeah, 80 likes with 500 people watching. That kind of hurts the feelings a little bit.
Joey, did you see that world record Kubera snapper caught
Ooh, where?
off Louisiana?
I did see that video. That thing was insane.
It almost weighs as much as I do.
That was insane.
These guys, they caught 2 state records and 1 world record in one trip.
Wow.
It's like they're like young. They're like guys like our age. I don't know how old they are, maybe even younger, but pretty incredible. I think it was like 130 pounds. You can look it up. Just look up world record Kubera snapper. They did a video on it. Yeah, they caught 2 state records of 2 different types of snappers and 1 all tackle world record in one fishing trip. So they also have a world record on world records caught.
Jeez, I'm gonna have to go look this up. See, speaking of fishing, chat, I did go fishing yesterday and I did catch fish. I did catch 4 bass yesterday morning.
Nice.
No, I didn't take pictures. I don't have any photos, but it did happen. Should have been 5, but I got 1 to the boat and he hopped off when I got him to the boat.
Yeah, how do he just hop right off? Did he jump?
No, when I reached down to grab him, he shook one last time and popped the hook off.
Didn't want to swing him in?
No.
You didn't give him the old bass swing?
I didn't give him the boat flip, no. We now know Joey's a liar. Nah.
You know the saying, it's like fish all day, something like that. Oh God, I forgot. I'll have to think of it. Forget what I said. Forget about it. Here we are, new highs again. Oh, should have stayed long. My Nasdaq last entry, I flipped it out because we had gone sideways for so long, but that's just me being a sissy. 29,988. So I was long right before I got out of stream. And it doesn't look like a big run from that last low, but that's almost 100 points in 20 minutes. I mean, we're looking up at 700 points on the day right now. Joey's had a picture of your passport.
Yeah, I was gonna drive this over and show you guys. I caught a nice little sunrise. Oh, I don't know if you guys can see it or not, but
yeah, I can see it. Bring it over a little. There you go. Yeah.
Oh, there we go. We got full screen now. Nice little sunrise there on the water. Start the week.
Got the live scope on the front, bud.
A little live scope action, yeah. That's right.
You got one of those remote trolling motors that.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
It's a remote. It has a pedal, but also a remote, and then I have a live scope set up there on the right to drop the live scope on.
Basically cheating.
Basically, yeah. It's like a video game.
That's what we do all day. That's what I tell people. They're like, "What do you do?" I'm like, "I play video games with money."
Pretty much.
What do you do?
I sell shrimp out of a van.
Hopefully, it's got an AC unit in it.
Nope.
No reefer trucks.
Just a couple coolers full of ice from 7-Eleven.
Gold's starting to move down here finally. Man, I've been in that trade long enough, but my little scanner Danner helped me pick that trade, as it is the most bearish, been downtrending 83% of the day on MGC, according to my data. This is just my scan, but really helps me just decide what markets I want to. And then, NQs and ES is still, that's for the RTH session. Anything above or below 50%, that's what I want to be on. MYM 59%, MCL 80%. It's actually the highest here. And unless you go to the currencies. Make it easy on myself. Trade the trend. Trade the path of least resistance. And thank you for anybody who showed up on Thursday. Hopefully you guys got something valuable out of that talk. And if you have any questions that you didn't get to ask, because I know I didn't get through like a bunch. They cut me off because we had to close the session. But if anybody has any follow-up there, feel free to ask away while we're waiting for these markets to grind.
Punchy, I'm gonna be honest. I have no idea what you're referring to or talking about.
Is Punchy a bot?
I don't know. I don't know what we're referring to here. Joey didn't believe 300 to 400 point moves and 4-hour candles stick. I'm very confused.
Yeah, I don't know what's happening right now,
I don't either.
but I hope you guys are having fun.
Chris Mann, what I was going to say is if you had any questions before I got cut off was just hit me up on Twitter and I'll answer them because I figured somebody might have. Like OG just said, he's like, I didn't get the indicator. I'm like, well, check your spam. So OG, did you check your spam and is the indicator there?
Wait, Tracy, is this like Super Micro got like rated by criminals or authorities are rating them, like FBI rating them? So I've just been seeing they got rated. That's all. Oh, okay. I didn't know if it was like criminals like taking chip components because it's more valuable than gold right now. But that also makes sense with who knows what weird shenanigans are going on.
We are coming up to some levels I got in these indexes here, actually. The swing high of June 22nd to last week's low in the NASDAQ is the current high. It is a 30,064, and we literally just traded it on the high. Interesting enough. So it's like basically the full 50% retracement short of this range we've been in.
Just tuned in. What have I missed? You missed a Nick AI rant. You missed Joey very well articulate what the initial balance is and how to trade it. You missed Jack talking about several trades and ideas and different things. And you missed Tracy telling us that SMCI got raided by Taiwanese authorities. Quite the afternoon.
That's quite the recap.
That was about all I can remember. I lost specifics on what Jack was talking about because I feel like Jack has led the most intelligent conversations that we've had here. I definitely didn't.
The hard one to follow.
Yeah.
Nick has an AI note taker over there. he's
That's what I probably should have. There's several things I have built to help other people with my, becoming too powerful with AI tools, but stuff for myself to automate things that are actually useful for me every day is very few things. I'm looking forward to a mini vacation for the 4th of July.
I have a feeling I'm going to be the house that puts on the neighborhood show for 4th of July.
You got to blow up some stuff?
Yeah, dude. Keep your fingers, dude.
I got a lot of stuff to blow up.
Oh, great.
Let's just say that my finale, and I'm going to combine finales, by the way. I have 2 finales and I'm going to combine them. But just one.
Wait, pause here. Do you have like a bunch of mortars just like sitting in your trading office right now? You're like looking behind you, like there's like M80s and like all these bottle rockets just sitting there. Apparently.
If you look to my, let's see on screen. If you look to my left,
there are several classifications of explosives currently in Joey's office.
Right next to me in my office. Yes.
What could go wrong with the heat of several computers?
Yeah. That's a good point. Maybe I should not have them in my office.
Just, I mean, if your office gets hot like mine, it's definitely not a good idea, but it probably doesn't.
It does get quite warm in here. But the one of the finales I have has 300 shots in it, and the other one has 250. And so I'm combining those two for the finale.
See, in Chicago, fireworks aren't legal, but gunshots are. So we just hear a bunch of bangs all night long, and you're just guessing the caliber of the weapon instead of what color the firework is. And you're like, oh, that's a 45.
Yeah, it's gonna be we're gonna put on quite the show.
Live stream it, Joey.
Should do a little IRL stream.
Dude, you got to keep those hands, dude. I don't want to see you showing up Monday with mittens on.
I'm pretty safe. I'll keep that. I do feel bad for my neighbors if they intend on going to bed early that night.
That's how I know I'm getting old, because when it goes, it's not even like it's too loud for me. I now just think my daughter's asleep and it's about to be a miserable night if these things wake her up.
Yeah.
Like that's where my brain goes now. Because it protrudes for like 2 weeks, because people still have extras that they're just shooting off at random times at night now. For the rest of the month, pretty much.
Yeah, see, that I disagree with. If you like, let's get it all out the way.
Yes.
On 4th of July.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Not Tuesday on the 17th.
Yeah. That's when I go full Karen.
Come on, gold. Keep going.
My 2-year-old barely sleeps as it is now. So you wake him up, I'm knocking on your door.
Did you try giving her NyQuil?
No.
I'm just kidding.
No.
Just a little bit in a baby bottle. No, don't give your kids drugs. Bad idea.
Yeah, very, very bad idea.
You get CPS called on you.
You're gonna have a bad time.
All right, targets down here at 40.25 and 40.24. My first and second targets of this trade I have been in for so long, but really had no reason to get out of it. It just had no reason to get out of it. Moved about 5 points against me, and my first target is 15 points. Just kind of how I set up the trade.
We are coming into power hour. See how powerful it is.
Yeah, they better turn the power on. Jeez.
I know.
Those data centers are sucking it all up. I hope nobody's celebrating the 4th of July on Lake Mead or Lake Powell, because you guys don't have any water.
NASDAQ still hovering 30,000s. Trying to decide if I'm going to go fishing this evening too. It's going to be a really nice evening.
Little glow in the dark bobber.
Yeah, there you go. yesterday it was starting to get a little wild because it was about mid-morning and it was a nice day yesterday. And when I got back to the boat ramp to load up, there were about 7 wakeboarding boats all launching at the same time.
Oh boy. There goes your shoreline.
Yeah.
Yeah. I got some boating in over the weekend.
My wife's trying to convince me to buy a little fun boat to go out on, take the family and friends out.
You got to get one of the crossovers for tubing and fishing.
Yeah.
It's called a pontoon, Joey.
Pontoon.
I'm just kidding.
Wow,
that was keyed up.
They are so, dude,
That
production
was
is just
keyed up.
ready, dude. Holy.
They're always ready.
That was playing before you can even finish the sentence.
Tracy's a cigarette boat girl. That does not surprise me. Good luck holding your martini on a cigarette boat, though, Tracy.
It's another one where I'm just like, that's just too loud for me. I don't want to be on that boat. I'd rather be chilling on and cruising, or fishing offshore, or calmly fishing on a nice lake.
I will say on Wednesday, I'm going out on some jet skis.
Nice.
Nice.
Had a buddy that lives here. He just bought 2 new jet skis and wanted to take them out and go break them in.
Yeah, jet skis are only fun on a calm lake for me. Jet skis on the ocean, no fun. Jet skis on Lake Michigan, not about it. Too choppy.
Yeah. Yeah, ocean can be a bit brutal.
This is-
It does depend on the day too, because sometimes you get some calm water.
Yeah.
We my wife and I rented some jet skis in Pompano, Florida, and it wasn't bad. I mean, it was somewhat choppy, but overall it was a pretty good experience. Am I on a lake? Yes, I have lakes here. Table Rock Lake. We also have Lake of the Ozarks, so it's just a couple hours away, a few hours away. Y'all ever seen the show Ozark? That's what's by me.
What? Money laundering cartels?
I wouldn't surprise me, honestly, maybe.
Couple shady laundromats and casinos, Joey?
At one point, they did try to put a casino here on the water. It was actually a boat casino. It was they tried to put one in Branson.
They got one of those coming up in Chicago right now.
Nice.
$billion-some project. Of course, they've shut down some major arteries in Chicago to get it built that will not be open for 3 years, which is creating nightmares of traffic.
Surprised me we don't already have one because, like, you know, Branson's a major tourist area. Like, people travel across the country with their families to come to Branson, and so it's like with the river right there on the Branson Landing, you know, where majority of people travel to, it makes sense to have a casino there.
And that's why Vegas is dead, because everybody has a casino now.
I don't need a dust mask because I'm getting out of here before whatever weird dust storm is coming from West Texas this way. I won't be here, so I don't have to deal with that. Thank goodness.
You have a dust storm headed your way?
Yeah, something's going on. I saw it. We're gonna have not a dust storm, wrong word, but it's going to feel a little hazy, I guess, towards the latter half of this week and into the weekend.
All right. First target just got hit in gold. My second target's about to hit. And as you see that get hit, once again, my stop will go automatically to break even. And that is one of those order function systems. It's literally a strategy built inside of NinjaTrader that I talked about on Thursday. So if you watch my screen, I'm not touching anything. It's just going to move for me, assuming I get a couple more ticks. But taking the process and making it automated as much as possible.
Are we gonna lose this spot?
There it is. Stop, move to break even. My final target here in GC, I don't know if it'll get hit because it's quite a ways below, but it'll probably get hit overnight. It's all the way down at 4K, so it's another 25 points from here, roughly. If we take out lows of the day, I'm really going to trail aggressively, but that market has not been looking good all day long. It's just stair-stepping lower. If you take a look at really any time frame, lower lows, lower highs all day long. Very clean trend.
Yeah. Gold has been kind of hurting for a while. Seems like.
Yeah, I might have to pick myself up one of those chains. Get a big old gold chain. Some diamonds on it.
Diamonds, baby.
Problem is I can't leave my house with it.
Get iced out.
Barack, are you referring to the position tracker when you say, oh, there it is. There you go, dropped in by NinjaTrader. I'm out here motorboating. Doom, 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 doom. On the pontoon. All right, final hour.
Power hour is not very powerful yet.
Thank you, KTS.
Guess we'll have to rely on MOCs to get something happening in the markets.
Probably won't even do it. We're just would NQ be a dead body setup based on current? Not really. The problem is it drifted up so slow, but it's building a nice little node here. Usually you'd want to see like thinner volume, maybe here for this like 150 points. I mean, it could. If you lost 30,000, you're probably going to rotate back towards the IB high, 29,900s, 850s, something like that. But I would not call this one. This is this is the dreaded seahorse session volume pattern. Yeah, it does in fact look more like a seahorse. For our marine biology enthusiasts in the chat. Why doesn't everybody have position trackers? Well, I do. Jack does. I'm just not in a position. I don't think there is one technically for Joey's trading views setup, but you would see if he was in a position on the screen.
Yeah. I will have the tracker soon. I trade on a Mac Studio, so I can't get it, but I am looking for a PC. And I will
Hard
have
to
it.
find.
Yeah, no, it's not hard. No, easy to find.
Still
Just
looking.
trying
They're
to
sold out
decide.
everywhere.
Trying to decide what I want. I'm undecided.
Sound like my girlfriend.
Should have one soon though. What is the best monitor for trading? I don't even know.
There's one that like I forgot the name of it, but like you win every time.
It has a 100% win rate.
Yeah, it's the monitor though. You got to I just they're sold out online.
Yeah, I mean that might be maybe that's why I have losing days. I just don't have enough monitors. Don't have the right monitors. You know, got to see those. Got to see that drawdown brighter and clearer. I guess more pixels.
Yeah, that's that one's getting gate kept. I actually just bought a cheap one off Amazon because I need more screen space. For the first time in a long time, I'm running a vertical.
I think I have 2 still in my closet that I don't need or use. I mean, I've got 3 on one setup. I've been basically another for. Yeah, I have too much going on in this room. I don't need more monitors. I have 2 if anyone wants one.
Yeah, I got 4, but I just added 5th. Vertical.
I mean, for
Monitors
trading,
are,
I really use one
addicting.
again. Like I'm using one again for trading. Like actually, execution, I guess.
I basically used
Probably use 2 if you were to like put everything just for me actually taking trades every single day.
Yeah, for sure. It also just depends on like how many markets you're using. But like recently, like since I got this little scanner thing that I built, I just want to put a tab where I can watch that constantly because I have this and then like this is just a little different. I just don't have enough space for all this stuff.
Yeah, that's probably fair. When I finish my
yeah,
swing model
I mean,
and scanner thing,
if you're
then I
trading
probably
one
will.
market, I really don't think you need more than 2 monitors personally. But like, you know, we're streaming. I got 3 chats up. I got production chat, YouTube chat, my own chat.
Never trust a man with one monitor. I am thinking about adding a 5th. I have 4. The one in front of me though is how big is this? Is a huge monitor. It's 42 ultra wide, I think, or something like that. 45 ultra wide.
I got a picture of me when I used to have 8. I got to see if I find it. Computers. See if I can find this photo.
And then I have 2 27 inches and then 1 32-inch up top. Monitor measuring contest.
Show me your monitors. All right. This is so ridiculous.
Now, how else are we supposed to know who's a better trader if you're not measuring monitors?
Yeah, this is 8.
Holy.
Yeah. That's 10 years ago. That was when I was trading equities though. So I was looking at a lot more than I'm looking at when I'm just trading futures. 824s.
Wowzers. How did you hook? Were you running 2 computers?
No, 1 computer. I had a gosh, what's the company? Falcon Trading Systems. You guys ever heard of them? Yeah, they just build like specialty build trading computers.
that allow you to have 8 monitors?
Yep.
Wow.
Yeah, I don't even remember. I actually had to have somebody set it up. Oh, maybe they changed. They changed it just tradingcomputers.com. Used to be Falcon Trading Systems, but yeah, now it's just tradingcomputers.com. I mean, they're definitely a little pricier, but they're as good as you need. I mean, I'm looking at some of their laptops. They're like $5,000. Jeez.
I mean, pre-builts are the only place to find value right now in computers. I got my new travel laptop, like the GPU in it. You'd have to buy for like $800-900, and I got the whole laptop open box from Best Buy for like $1,000.
Yep, nice. The open box is the way to go.
Oh yeah, thing
Save
is,
yourself.
it was literally not even a scratch or a scuff,
Nope.
but there's a Best Buy outlet near me, and so they had just one sitting there, and I was like, I'm gonna buy this because I know how much. Just these 2 sticks of RAM that are in this thing are $500, so might as well. And now I have a 5th computer.
Yeah. I'm looking at their their one computer that they have on this website. Up to 12 monitor connections. That's insane.
Jeez.
Yeah.
What's the company called?
It's just tradingcomputers.com, but it used to be Falcon Trading Systems. I don't know if they've rebranded. Like I said, I mean, that was a long time ago, but they, if you buy one of those, it's definitely probably good. Yeah, they have been around forever. I mean, they got to be at least been around for 20 years. I think they might have been the first company to actually build computers directly, at least marketed for trading systems.
Wow, up to 12 monitor connections. That's crazy.
Yeah, you need a big desk.
3,700.
It's actually not bad.
It's not horrible. No.
I mean, the thing is that computer is going to last you like 7 years, to be honest, like at least. Like if you don't mess it up, don't take it on the boat with you. What did I just get filled in? I just realized I just got filled in the Dow. I forgot I had an order there. That's all righty. I'm about to type my stop up in this CL. This has got that bounce and has gone nowhere. Just here's my Dow position. If I got enough room here.
And Nasdaq still hasn't gone anywhere.
No.
My buy order in the ES is now 89.25. You can see it on my screen. I moved it up when the market moved up, but yeah, I mean, it might not trade till close. But I'm gonna set my little kitchen timer I talked about here for this YM. Definitely want to see that thing kind of bounce back up into the range. Otherwise, I think it'll just do a whole lot of nothing. Move this out of the way. And do. Snipey right now on that MYM bid. Couple ticks in. Man, if gold makes new lows on the day going into this close, I'll be like, whoa. The thing
Yeah.
is, that's gonna, when you see, like, when I see a trend like we were seeing today in gold, I'm like, okay, like, and just overall how it's been trading, I'm like, this thing's, I don't know, I don't even know. Like, I think we're going down to like 3,800 in gold. I mean, we're
Yeah.
trading up towards, that's another 200 points below. But this thing is just failed from that previous low in March. That really looked hard sell, like huge daily candle. We're basically failing from a retest of that giant daily candle here. And
Gold's hurting. It is hurting.
She is. Actually, honestly, this 4022. The only thing is 4022 is like kind of my anticipated support, like intraday here. So I'm so tempted to just like take this off or really tighten it up here. I don't want to give too much back. I'm just going to trail the most recent 5-minute down bar.
Is there anything that I'd be looking for to validate shorts on NQ? I mean, I'd have to lose 30,000 with some velocity. Otherwise, I would not even be thinking about wanting to short this. There's been nobody really trying to sell this just yet up here. If they are, it's I don't really believe anybody yet. You want to see us start to see some push below, 30K realistically. Like, you're starting to get this node build here. The point of control shifted up there. So yeah, if you lose that, there may be a chance to scalp this back to the IB high short. But otherwise, yeah, there's no point in standing in front of this.
All right, taking out of my trail on gold. Just tighten it up as we're getting to the bottom of the range of the day with the 40 minutes left. I don't need to be stretching for too much.
There's just not much to do.
Yeah, it's a little tough. ES is still hovering above its IB high here. Both ES and Nasdaq hovering above their IB highs. No really no retest. Coming back down, we're just hovering in the same spot on both instruments here. 30,000 to pretty much 30,060 on NQ. So that 60-point range that we're in, just that's kind of been brutal. showing that we're probably just going to consolidate here there until the close. Jackie said you got to fill it on the Dow.
Yeah, basically 574. So right here.
Yeah.
$30 minutes left though, but I don't know. Glad I also trailed out of my gold, which I'm glad I had. That 40.22 was like kind of like an intraday support I had, and we bounced from it. I will look for another short tomorrow, but I think that's probably it for today's session. And gold, at least.
Joey, do you prefer boat fishing or surf casting? I'm not sure. What's surf casting? I'm not sure I know what that is. Feel like I should, though.
Casting from the ocean?
Yeah, I don't really understand what that is. Stand on the beach and cast? So like the beach version of fly fishing? No, I guess that's still different. I have no idea. I've never done that.
Am I on a surfboard fishing? Imagine.
You're not in a boat, feet planted firmly on the sand.
Oh,
It's just fishing from the beach.
yeah,
So that's all.
fishing from
So
the beach.
the surf case probably takes your line a little bit deeper.
Gotcha. Okay.
Could be wrong.
Joey prefers to stand in the ocean and cast to the beach. Holy, NT doing me dirty. Boat. I like being able to travel and navigate the waters and go where I want.
Joey's a man of freedom. That's why he
I am.
trades.
Exactly it.
That boat represents Joey's freedom. A beach represents a 9 to 5. You're just stuck in the sand, watching
The
the
same
waves,
spot.
watching the waves erode your life and time.
Watching other boats pass by, living your dream.
Alrighty. Who wants to take a look at my scanner? Get some
You gonna scan for us?
Most bearish market, 6J. Okay, going into close. So this is something I'll look at like, okay, is there a short setup you want to take in gold or 6J? Because those are the most bearish. What's the most bullish? Currencies, if you trade them. But if you trade the indexes, the NASDAQ has spent the most time above. And I don't know, I mean, MES and MNQ are going to have different data endpoints. But the MES is, for whatever reason, spent more time trading than the ES. I don't know exactly why the differential is. It's the same input data, but they do have, different values in contracts. So there is a little bit of a discrepancy between the micro and the mini. But if I were to go into tomorrow based on this information, I'd be looking for, longs realistically in the strongest markets, 6E and 6B. 6E and 6B are the strongest. And then the ES behind that from my scan. But some information I take going into the close.
Are you walleye walleye pike or bass fishing? Bass and catfish. Do you take your family fishing? My wife's not really like huge on fishing, but she enjoys getting out on the boat and going and riding around.
Joey takes her fishing at Chanel in
That's right.
St. Laurent.
That's right.
Comes home with a bag of fish labeled very expensive fish.
Yeah. Yeah. She did go fishing while we were in Vegas.
I saw that. The bait is called a credit card.
She got spoiled. It was our anniversary, and I spoiled her a little bit.
What it's like to be married to Joey, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah. No, I'm in Missouri. I got lakes.
I thought you said you had some oceanfront property in Missouri you were looking to sell.
Yeah. The oceanfront property in Missouri.
Very nice.
About 3.5 million.
Right on the beach.
Yep.
Unknown call.
I will say, you look, there are some really nice houses on Table Rock Lake. We got some massive homes here. They're like nice lakefront properties.
Nick taking less and less trades. I mean, guys, what do you want me to do with this? I was at a pretty big trade on Wednesday of last week. I wasn't on NT Live Thursday. Or Friday, and here we are. It's Monday. It's the afternoon. This is what I'm getting. What do you guys want from me? I can't make everybody happy.
Entertain us.
Gamble. Yep, that's what I'm gonna do. There we go. It's a holiday week. If you read my morning prep today, or even the weekly prep last night, you would know that I have intention of not doing a whole lot this week.
Chat real quick. Let me just zoom in real quick and just look at this.
Enhance.
Yeah.
Enhance.
Let's zoom this in and get a real good look at what's happening here. Chat, do y'all see a trade there? Let's be honest. Let's be honest here. Do we see a trade in this?
Guys, I've been live streaming on YouTube for God only knows three plus years at this point. And I've taken a lot of trades live, taken a lot of good trades, a lot of bad trades. I'm gonna take plenty more. So tune in. So you guys are saying don't trade this. I'm not telling anybody to do anything. I think we gave the possible setup here in NQ that either we go higher or lower. Buyers or sellers could possibly take control of this. We just have no idea who.
Jim says, looking at Table Rock Lake out my window.
Must live on the ocean.
Yeah. Joey, I just logged on. Did you take the IB expansion long today? No, I actually haven't taken a single trade today. Believe it or not. Flat.
I'm think I'm gonna cancel this ES order. We're just running out of time.
Just means you haven't lost a thing. Yeah, that is true. It's locked in. I will say there was one setup that looked really good today. Obviously we are looking, hindsight, but this IB mid trade here, you guys know that when I've explained my setups, I love to see the wicks showing lack of follow through at like either IB mid, IB high, or IB low. Oh wait, I don't know if you guys saw that. Let me scroll over. But the wicks there, right? This was at IB mid, and so that showed lack of follow through through the IB mid. And that was following a really strong move back to the IB mid there after we started rallying. And so this here looked really good to take. I did not take it, obviously, but this would have been a one setup that I potentially had I been able to take that. But the wicks there showing lack of follow through, seeing that strong move up, come back down and push back through IB mid here, the started line with a wick, bring us right back above, even getting above VWAP and setting that thing higher. So that would have fell under the A plus setup there, but haven't taken anything today. The IB high expansion was even then I felt it was a little tricky. Because right when we started to pop that IB high, it still just felt it was just kind of a slow grind. It's been a slow grind since, and I just hate movement like that. I'm taking the IB long at 849 and closed all at 985. Nice. It's a big trade. So you took let's see, 849. Do you take that retest? Retest IB high continuation? Nice. Good trade. I like the break continuation plays on IB levels. Is for me personally, it's been one of my weaker entry models. I just don't like the entries, to be honest. It has to like really shape up for me to feel confident in those setups. Like I have to really see something happen there that's clear as day. My current trading strategy is trying to predict the mood swings of a market that clearly forgot to take its chill pill. Well, it definitely took its chill pill because it's been chilling all afternoon.
Mm-hmm.
E-man, have a good one.
You're still buying this high.
And Nasdaq's, I mean, it's still in the 30s here, 30,000 30s. Chilling between IB high and its extension level. There's someone out there blowing up trying to trade this, probably.
Probably, dude.
Yeah.
Sure, someone's just been adding for 100 points against them the whole time. It's just drifting upwards.
It's got to come down. It has to.
Good luck with that.
We've all done it at some point. Oh, 100%. It's no doubt. You are not wrong. Yeah, Jacob, I think so too. I personally wouldn't touch this, but if I had to say if I were to do anything at all, it would be just along the bottom of this 60-point range. But I don't like any of it. Could be recharging for a move through these 200s to start filling this gap. It's crazy how even just looking at ATR, how it's fallen off a cliff. We did have like 80-point ATR on the 5-minute today. Now we're at 30. Jacob says, first time ever I took around 300 points out of the market in a single day, even though it's with smaller size, been my best day ever. Let's go. Love to have those days. Those record days are great feelings. I had my record day on Friday last week.
Congrats.
Thank you. This has also been a record month.
Tomorrow
Record
could be a
day.
wild day and a month and quarter. You're not wrong.
Record day and record month.
$25 since my YM entry, and we're at my entry. So I we're running out of time, but yeah, that's the type of market we're in. So I'm just going to move some of these orders down. I mean, my stop it's just running out of time. Maybe get a jam up higher, move my stop one tick below this low, and whatever happens. But yeah, if I don't get a first target within 25 minutes, then I'm not looking for anything bigger than what my first target already is. And tighten it up or take it off is kind of my rule set. I mean, at the end of the day here, just goes to show how little low volatility we have. So just think about the math of my first target, like how I work it. I'm taking the average range of 5 minutes, multiplying it by 1.5. So 150%. So if we can't get 150% of the average of the 5-minute move in a 25-minute period, typically means we're in a pretty dull market. I'm giving it 25 minutes to do 50% more than the average, either direction, up or down. And in this case, I haven't got either. So I just moved my stop up and my target's down, and I don't know, we got 15 minutes left, and maybe algo time gets me something. Maybe it doesn't. I don't know.
Am I gonna be live during Asia this week? Maybe. We'll see. I haven't really watched Asia that much lately. I've really just kind of been sticking to New York sessions.
Yeah, especially after a day like today, like, I don't know, unless there's like earnings after the bell or like, something that makes you want to trade it. But if we're going into the end of the day with a dull session, like, you really want to trade Asia?
Yeah.
If we're moving during the day, where you'll move during Asia, but if you're not moving during the day, you're not going to all of a sudden, like, unless you want to throw some limits out on some higher time frame levels with some appropriate size stops and just anticipate them to trade, but like actively trading, like market ordering in, reflexing. The only thing I would do is like limit order trading at like larger support or resistance levels with appropriate stops.
Well, we got MOCs coming up here soon. See if they give us anything exciting.
Oh, MOC, please do something.
Attention traders, algo time.
Attention traders, it's algo time.
Maybe.
Please be exciting. Let's go out on the day on a nice little note here.
Nah, just going to stop out everybody. That was trying to get long. If we actually break this and it took the entire 2 hours, we were talking about this potential setup for it to finally happen last like 5 minutes for just a simple. I don't think it's going to do it. I doubt it's going to really get much force behind this. They sure wanted to possibly tease us there,
Yeah.
but nothing ever happens, as we know.
Charles says I should have been in 100 minis since the open. Well, if you got in 100 minis, if you're talking about longing 100 minis at the open, you'd have got smoked right at the open.
There's very few situations that you have the margin to handle 100 minis at really any given time. The average person.
Well, I guess to be expected, but that was a pretty lackluster MOC.
There's still hope. It could break under this little volume node here and possibly rotate down 50 points. Probably not. I'm ready for some hot dogs and fireworks. That's what I'm ready for. What time does USA play on Thursday? I never actually looked.
I don't know. I'll look here. Let's see. Oh, they play on Wednesday.
It's Wednesday.
I think so. Yeah. At 7 p.m.
Yep. Oh, Brazil scored in stoppage time to beat Japan.
Wow. Yeah, I think
Yeah,
it's
so
about
we're
time
going to
to
get the elusive seahorse pattern close.
the
we shall see.
seahorse pattern. What's the seahorse pattern? I haven't learned this one.
I mean, do you just look at the volume profile of my straight jacket? It just kind of looks like a seahorse. Like there's the head, there's like the weird body.
Oh, yeah,
I'm
I
only
see it.
familiar-
Yeah. It does
I'm
look like
only
a
familiar
seahorse.
with the brontosaurus pattern.
That's crazy.
Thanks, man, dude, for that. Brought some joy to this slow closure of a session. I'm hungry.
I am too, actually. I think I might going to Chipotle and smashing a double steak
Nice.
burrito.
Double steak.
The
You ain't
extra
messing
protein.
around. You ain't messing around today, Joey.
No, I'm not. I need to go to the gym too at some point.
Yeah, I
Might
need
go.
to do that.
I might go to the gym and then go crush the double steak burrito.
I don't know how I could go. Like, there's no way I could go to the gym right now. I'm such a morning workout person. There's no way after doing the stream and doing everything else today that I could go function at the gym and actually be productive there. I would need old jacked, like the old jacked.
Yes, the
That's the
illegal
only
stuff.
way. That is like, that would have been me ready to go through, like, just plow through a few things of drywall. Like, I'm ready just to Kool-Aid man it.
Just a little methamphetamine pre-workout.
You had to be there. You had to be there.
What was in it that like got outlawed?
I think enough, and like, I think just like Four Loko, it was just like enough, and there was enough like stimulant in there that it was actually a controlled substance.
You're telling me I shouldn't have heart palpitations when I'm working out?
Probably not. Hot flashes. They're like, yeah, that was a unique experience.
Hey guys.
Hey, Jim.
Hello, Jim.
Hello.
Nick, I'm like you. If I can't work out in the morning or at lunch, forget about
It's
it.
dead.
It's dead.
Like, I've tried, even like on like a casual like jog, I'm just gonna go jog like 2 miles or something just to change the day or something in the afternoon. It does not work for me in the afternoon. Just can't do it.
I'm with you on that. By the way, Nick's doing a Develop Your Edge, not this Thursday, but I believe the next Thursday. I think that July, if I'm not wrong, mistaken, July 9th, I believe.
That would be news to me.
Oh, all right. Never mind.
We might have tentatively done it, but I'm coming back from vacation that week.
What? All right, we're gonna rally that. We're gonna have to rally the chat over the next week or so, man. That's crazy.
But yeah, we're gonna do one. We're gonna do one
All
for
right.
sure.
Okay. Oh boy. And Jack's clip is in process, by the way.
Jim, you want to give these markets some life before we get out of here?
We've been trading this 30,000 level, which is that call resistance level, nonstop since 1 o'clock this afternoon. We've wicked through every single candle.
Yeah.
So my guess is not much deviation. Tomorrow there's a little data coming out. I think we got some house price data. I think that might be Case-Shiller. We have Chicago PMI at 9:45. We have consumer confidence at 10. That might be interesting. And then JOLTS also is at 10 o'clock tomorrow. So might be a little news. And not only that, it's the end of the first half. Remember, everybody, it's halftime.
Oh, that's true.
When the bell rings tomorrow, it's the end of the first half of the year, the end of the second quarter, start of the third quarter.
Okay.
So that portfolio rebalancing that Craig and Tracy have been talking about is probably still going to be going on. So we'll see how that goes.
And that, my friends, is why you don't short the seahorse pattern.
I can't unsee that, by the way.
This was just a weird afternoon. From once we got past like the Euro close, this just turned into like algo drift upwards. On the like that 5 minutes, disgusting. But here we are, at least making a new M period high of the day.
Now the Russell's trying to catch up.
Yeah, she is.
Been lagging a little bit, but that's the winner for the calendar year. It's the Russell.
And we really did move like 800 points today. Doesn't feel like it, but we did.
Bonds keep inching up. 114.10. That's an eye opener. Crude's just a little north of $70, 70.53. And gold, 40.31. It's still above 4,000. That's something, but it's just looking a little heavy. And the Bitcoin is above 60,000 again. The Bitcoin is trying its best to stay above 60,000. There we go.
Ding ding.
We have the bell. Pretty close to 7,500, folks. Wow, look at that. Look at that volume profile. Holy cow. Single break occurred in the S&P today. That's something. Well, great job, you guys, as usual. Appreciate you being with us together on NinjaTrader Live. Let's give these three young men a round of applause, please. All right, tomorrow, like I said, it's the 30th, and we do have Jennifer Sajak's going to be with us. Jennifer is the CEO of Sandpiper Trading Corporation, energy and miners specialist. She's been on the show before. She's going to be our special guest tomorrow. Deli is back, as you saw today. He'll be here all week, I think. We have T-Trades for Tape Talk. We have Merritt and Christian trading the open. Jack and Stowe are coming back. Jack, we'll see you again. Jack, we'll see you again tomorrow.
Yep.
And then trading the close. Listen to this, trade the close. Here's a group. Here's a group of traders for you. Tanya, Kane, Leo, and Selma. Pretty good afternoon. So, big day tomorrow, everybody. Appreciate everybody being here with us on NinjaTrader Live going into this shortened weekend. Remember, Friday is a holiday, but tomorrow's going to be a big day. So, thank you again. Appreciate the subscriptions, the thumbs up, all the positive camaraderie. Thank you for being part of the NinjaTrader Live community. Best one I've ever been involved with. And I've been involved with quite a few because I'm kind of old. But in any event, thank you again. Thanks, these three guys, one last time. And remember, the most important message of the day, please be safe out there. Be good to each other. See you soon.
Take care.
Later, guys.
See you, chat.